buy that for $1.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Flea Market Antique Mall Pickups $1 episode. I haven't done a $1 episode in a while. To be honest with you, I don't know if trading cards or sports memorabilia is just getting more popular again, because I've been running into deals that aren't under $1 anymore. I mean, it seems like $1 was, the standard for a lot of things for a long time, but it seems recently that the market, at least the second-hand market in antique malls, garage sales, etc., and flea markets, prices are going up. So I guess there's more demand for historical trading cards, from the 80s and 90s, and, starting lineup figures and, items like that. So I apologize that I haven't had a dollar video in a while. But to be honest with you, it takes time to find those dollar deals. So this episode, unfortunately, is only going to be trading cards. I did not find any starting lineups under $1 or records or anything like that. However, I will throw one bonus item into the mix that is non-trading card related, and I actually found this at an antique mall yesterday. And this is an Xbox 360 game, the Sega Genesis collection for the Xbox 360. And it, as you can see from the price tag, was only $1. So, like I said, finding deals are very far and few. And there's the disc and manual, so it is complete. The disc did have some scratches on it, but for $1 I bought it anyway. So, I'm just not coming across items for $1 or less like I used to, since I started my channel. So aside from the video game I just showed for $1, this video is going to be strictly trading cards only, from various sports, which is kind of cool. So let's just jump right into it. So this first item I found in a locked up case at a flea market, and it was amongst many basketball cards from the 90-91 era. And on the box, it said half price. So I thought, well, for half price, I'll thumb through them real quick. And, as I'm going through them, I, see Michael Jordan cards. Nothing common Michael Jordan cards, nothing special. And then lo and behold, I found a vintage card in this lone 90-91 92 era box, and that lone vintage card was a 1978 Topps Bernard King rookie card, and as you can see, the price of $1.99, it was half off, which got me to the $1 threshold. And you're like, oh man, that's awesome. And this card isn't super expensive. I mean, it's anywhere from $6 to $8. Depending on condition. Obviously, it would be lower than that. But this is a Hall of Famer. I mean, this is, Bernard King was a beast when it came to playing basketball. And some of the older viewers can remember how awesome he was in college and how awesome he was as a pro as well, until he got injured in the mid-'80s when he was with the Knicks, and then went through many years of rehab, but still was able to come back as a very impactful player, which eventually led to his Hall of Fame status. So this Bernard King rookie card was in there, and I'm like, wow, look at this. So not only did I get one, there were more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, will he stop? 7, 8. Yes, 8 Bernard King rookie cards, 1978 Topps, which I have no idea why these were where they were at, but I picked it up, and at first I don't know my basketball cards like I do my baseball. I'm like, is that his rookie card? So I do the natural like everybody else does. You look on the back, look at the stats line there. Oh, wow, he's only got 1 year of stats. And many, collectors from, my era or even older know that if usually they only have 1 year's worth of stats, that's usually their rookie card. Not always the case, but most of the time. So back then, rookie cards weren't really designated with, hey, this is a rookie card, blah, blah, blah. You know, like they are now. Sometimes they, throw a little thing up in the corner saying rookie card, or, Topps has the all rookie trophy, whatever. But back then, you had to look at the back of the card to figure out if it was rookie. So I pull out my phone really quick, and I'm like, sure enough, there it is. It's his rookie card. So I bought the whole stack for $8 of those Bernard King rookies. That would be about what you would pay for it if you were just going to buy it raw off of eBay. So I thought for $8, why not? Maybe you might see one of these as a prize in one of my upcoming giveaway videos. So thank you very much for finding those. Now these next two sets are football, so we're covering all the sports here today. And this first set, this isn't that too impressive. It's the 1989 Final Update Proset cards, but nonetheless, they're only $1. So I bit, and this is the traded set. I'm going to thumb through them and hopefully not blur up the camera too much here. But this is the first year of Proset football, and this is like their traded set. And it's got Sterling Sharp, and I believe that's his rookie card in there. So the best card in there is Sterling Sharp. A Flipper Anderson. Going by Willie on there, but he went by Flipper. And this Art Shell Raiders one, who's a Hall of Famer as well. So, I thought, for $1, why not? Got a Sterling Sharp rookie card in there. So that was only $1. Now this next one's a little more rare. And what this is this is a 1995 Dial Soap 30 card set by Score Pinnacle. So in 1995, you could mail in UPC codes from Dial Soap and receive this set. And I'm sure you had to pay for some shipping or whatever. I'm going to try to go through these. Dave Brown, I forgot about him. Replaced Phil Simms, Elway, Boomer Esiason, Jim Everett, Bruce Smith, Brett Favre. Trying to get blurry here. Harbaugh, Hostetler, Jim Kelly, Klingler, Kozar, Marino. Very quarterback oriented. Oh, there's 2 Chris Millers in there. Hope that doesn't mean I'm missing one. Rick Meyer, Warren Moon, Jerry Rice, Neil O'Donnell, Mark Ripon, Barry Sanders, Sayal, Schuler, Sims, Smith, Young. So I'm a little worried now. It's a 30 card set, but there were 2 the same one too. So here's the good news. I just counted them off camera here real quick. There are actually 31 in that case. So the Chris Miller is a bonus card, we will call it. So anyways, only paid $1 a piece for these sets. The Dial Soap set, got a glare there. The Dial Soap set, goes anywhere from $20-25. Typically, I don't know if they sell them for that, but that's what the listing price was on eBay. And, I thought for $1 a piece, that's an oddball set from back in the 90s. You don't see it that often, and I'm all about the oddball, which leads me into this next item that I'm going to show you. Alright, so this next item I found at a garage sale. And this is what I walked up on. This was a seller that had all kinds of sports stuff. Some items, I was interested in, some I wasn't so much interested in, but I picked these up not knowing what they were. So I did just this. And what these are, you can see the quarter price tag on them. These are Missouri Sports Hall of Fame trading cards. And the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame is located in Springfield, Missouri. And every year they have an induction ceremony, which has, different players from various sports, sometimes announcers, etc., etc. I am not sure if these are sets or if they're just singles or what they are. But as you can see, the whole box, okay, they were a quarter a piece. So I asked the guy, well, what do you want for all of them? And he said $5. So for $5, I got the whole box. And I pulled out one of each. These are all duplicates. I'm not going to pull out each one and show them all to you. But I'll hurry, kind of shuffle through these really fast and just show them to you, because this would take 20 minutes to go through the whole box and talk about every card. Now, happenstance, that same exact day, after I go yard sailing, I go with my wife and we go to an antique mall, and I found the 2006 version of the Hall of Fame class. And this one I paid 80 cents for. It was 20% off at $1. So I paid more for the older version than I did the newer versions, but for 80 cents, I thought, what the heck. So let me bust these open real quick and we'll take a good gander at some of the players that are in there. Alright, so this is the 2006 set. I just laid a few of them out really quick here to kind of show off. The most notable two in the set are Rusty Wallace, Jeff Montgomery, and Tony Russa. That's three, actually, not two. Some of these people are local sports, like high school players, high school coaches, just stuff like that aren't going to be known really at all. But nonetheless, still pretty cool. So that's the 06 set. Alright, so this is the 2012 set. And the notable ones in this one are Jim Edmonds, Emmett Thomas, John Sunvold, Jamie Quirk, Mel Gray, Mickey Owen. Then again, there are numerous coaches from the area, broadcaster, that type of thing. But those are the notable ones out of 2012. Alright, so these are the 2014s. And the notables out of this set are Mike McFarland, Willie McGee, Ed Potowick are the main sports guys. Then there's like a pro bull rider in there, a couple college athletes, really not well-known players that year, and not in major sports at least. Alright, so the class of 2016, the only baseball player is Jerry Royce up there in the top left. He's a St. Louis native, also pitched for the Cardinals briefly early in his career. Eric Williams, football player, Tim Grunhard, and the rest of them are, affiliated with various sports. We got another bull rider, a gymnast, Gary Pinnacle, former University of Missouri football coach. So there's your 2016s. Alright, so here's your 2017s. Most notable, former Kansas City Chief quarterback Bill Kenney, Vince Coleman of the Cardinals, Amos Otis of the Royals. All of these guys are well known. Kansas City, and Vince Coleman, of course, being a Cardinal and a former Royal. The rest of the set has a lot of, again, local types. There's even a pro fisherman and, a couple other announcers and, different from different levels of sports, throughout Missouri. Alright, so this is the 2018, and this is the newest one I have. I don't have the 19s, but there's Mike Garrett of the Chiefs, Lee Smith, former Cardinal Cub, and now Hall of Famer, Howard Richards, former Missouri football Tiger, Jim Otis, former St. Louis Cardinals football player, Big Red, and Gary Barnett, former coach of Northwestern. I didn't realize Barnett was from Missouri, but you learn something every day, I guess. So in closing, as you guys can tell, I got quite a stack of stuff here for only $1. You know, the whole shoebox was $5, but as you can see, they're individually marked for $1 a piece. The Bernard King rookie cards, the Dials soap set with the bonus Chris Miller card, I guess you would call it. I will put a link to the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame down in the description. If you guys are interested in maybe me shooting a video at the actual Hall of Fame, you know, maybe leave a comment below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. I literally only live 10 to 15 miles from the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. So if you ever find yourself down in Southwest Missouri in Springfield, you know, send me a message. Maybe we can meet up and go through the museum together and check things out. So here we go. Thanks for joining me for another $1 video, and happy collecting.